Hello there. This is an astrological forecast for Pisces for November 2013. This also applies if you have a Pisces ascendant. So my dear Pisceans, this looks as though it's going to be quite a social time for you coming up. The month kicks off with a very powerful solar eclipse on November 3rd, which is happening in your 9th house. And as you can see, Pisces, there's a lot of other things happening in your 9th. We've got the Sun, we've got Mercury, and we've got Saturn there as well. So a solar eclipse has an effect for up to 6 months afterwards. And this is affecting you connecting with anything to do with travel, anything to do with international business, and you might find yourself traveling for business, going on a work trip. You may find yourself making travel plans. Now, I'd have to caution you with the fact that Mercury is still retrograde until the 10th of the month. So I'd be a little bit careful about finalising travel plans, but it's a wonderful time for researching that long distance travel that you'd really love to do. Because Pisces, you do love to travel. And if you're not travelling physically, you are travelling in your mind. And if ever there was a time for mental travel, for time travel, this would be it this month. We've got Saturn there bringing you some kind of structure. So for those of you who want to study or who are studying, this is a wonderful time for some serious study. Maybe for some getting some new skills for your work. For changing your career and getting those new skills that you need. But a very good time for anything connected with learning. And also this solar eclipse may bring about some changes in a court case for those of you who've been involved with anything from a legal perspective. And also this is a very spiritual house, the 9th house. This is the house that rules religion but also rules spirituality and your beliefs. And you may be looking at what you believe in, and there may be some changes. You may meet somebody who really changes how you see the world, or you may read something that really changes something significantly for you. And we've got, for the first 4 days of the month, we've got Venus in your 10th house. This means that there could be somebody nice, something nice happening in the workplace. Somebody helping you, being helpful in some way, or if there's been any kind of conflict, you may find that there's an agreement or something is easier in that work area for you. The big thing happening this month is that Venus, planet of love and money, I'm afraid her head came off here earlier, so here we go, she goes into your 11th house. And she's going to stay there, which is very unusual, for 4 months, until March the 5th of 2014. So Venus in this 11th house for the next 4 months, because she's going retrograde next month. And I will talk about that in more detail next month. And what this is going to do is it's going to highlight your social life. It's a wonderful time to get out and about, to be social, to be around more people. Sometimes Pisces, sometimes you're social, sometimes you're not. The two fish are swimming in opposite directions. But this would be a good social time. It could well be that a friend introduces you to somebody who could become a romantic partner, or you may have romantic feelings for a friend. But it's a wonderful time for working in teams. It's a lovely time for appreciating the people around you and appreciating that many of them really do love you and respect you, and you'll have a feeling for that. That the Venus energy will enable you to really feel it to its depths. We've got Pluto in that house as well, so many of you are re-evaluating your friendships, your relationships. But with Venus there for these next 4 months, a friend from the past could well come back into your life again. There could be some healing of a relationship from the past. Deep, deep healing. And certainly it's going to bring to you an opportunity maybe to, you might be invited to parties, to events, to reunions. This is very often the kind of thing that happens with Venus in this 11th house. On the 17th of November, we have a full moon So that's going to be opposite this new moon solar eclipse in your 3rd house. Whoopsie daisy. And this is going to be a wonderful time for maybe taking a short trip. A weekend away, a couple of days away. It's also very good for learning, for communications, for sharing information and for selling something. If you want to sell something and share it, very good with that full moon in your 3rd house. So this month there's going to be a big focus on, because of this 3rd house, the 9th house, the 11th house. These are all very social houses, and what with Jupiter in your 5th house, bringing you possibilities for playing more, for entertaining, for bringing out the child within you, and also a growth of a business of your own. It's potentially a very social month for you. And also add to that the fact that we've got Mars in your 7th house. It's a wonderful time to go after that contract, after that client. I would suggest that you do it after Mercury goes direct on the 10th. But after that, this Mars energy will really push you out into relationships. You'll need to be sensitive, which of course Pisces you are, that you're not pushing somebody too much, that you're sensitive to their needs and don't push things through. But if you're sensitive, then you really should be able to have a successful result at maybe negotiating a sale, negotiating a contract, negotiating a new job, and also negotiating with any kind of relationship that you're in. Negotiating new terms. This will be the time to do it. I know Neptune's in your sign and in your house, in your 1st house, so there is that deep sensitivity that you feel anyway, innately. Can't be helped, Pisces, but what it gives you is this wonderful creative energy, this wonderful energy that's so sensitive, that's boundless. And the sensitivity and the love of other people, that too you'll be developing with this transit of Venus in your 11th house. You'll be feeling that love for humanity generally, as well as on the personal level. There'll be that general opening up of your heart energy. You'll have the opportunity to do that over this next 4-month period while Venus is in your 11th house of socializing and social relationships. So there you have it, my dear Pisceans. I wish you a great month. Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, for commenting, for sharing, for liking. I do appreciate it. Bye for now.